Couple more weeks. All right, so welcome back to another Ask Me Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Derek from Simnett Nutrition, and Ask Me Mondays is a series of videos I do where I answer some commonly asked questions and some not so commonly asked questions that I get from the comment section down below. That's better. So you'll have to excuse the sunglasses. We actually have some forest fires around us right now, and you'd think that the haze would make it like less bright and easier on the eyes, but it just makes everything like glow with white, and like it's kind of hard on the eyes. So I was just reading over some YouTube comments before I left my house for a little calisthenics workout that I'm about to have at the park nearby, and I was trying to get some ideas on what to talk about for this week's Ask Me Monday, and I saw this comment from Katie Coad. And this was from one of my beginner calisthenics videos. Love this. I'm just starting out and this was super helpful. I'm hoping you make more beginner videos soon. So I figured what a better time and place to incorporate some more calisthenics stuff than Ask Me Mondays. So today I'm gonna answer a few beginner calisthenics questions. Not sure what that's for, but sure is good for calisthenics. So you can see how smoky it is. Like usually we can see those mountains crystal clear. They're not actually even that far away. Mother Nature is angry. All right, so just rolling up on the calisthenics park right now. This place is so sick. It's so close to my house too. Like I'm literally just on the other side of that school. I don't know why I don't come here more often. I'm definitely gonna start coming here more. So I'm gonna get into it a little bit here and then I will answer a couple questions for you guys in a second. The last question I have is kind of a fun one. It's a bit of a challenge for me and you guys could probably already guess what it is, but I'll try that at the very end. All right, so before we get into the questions today, I just want to let you guys know that I am so willing to do more calisthenics videos. I just want to know what you guys want to see and like the level you're at. So let me know where you're at, let me know what you're trying to get to, where you're trying to progress towards, what might be giving you troubles, and I'll try to help you guys. Because trust me, I struggled through it. It was not easy for me because I wasn't following like a lot of guys that were doing it. I just kind of did it through trial and error. So I found out what worked for me, and I would love to pass on the information that I have gained through my trials and tribulations to you guys. So here's the question that we're starting with. It's from Moritz Lieber. He asks, hey Derek, do you prefer a push-pull leg split for beginners as well, or should I combine push and pull exercises in one workout as a beginner in calisthenics? So yeah, great question. So as you guys know, I do generally a push-pull leg split. So on the push days, I focus on pushing movements that targets my chest, my shoulders, and my triceps. Things like push-ups, handstands, handstand push-ups, dips as well. And then on the second day of my workout, I'll focus on pulling movements, which tends to work on your biceps. It also works on your back and your lats as well. And also like the rear shoulders, your rear delts. So that day I'll do things like pull-ups, chin-ups, Australian rows. And then on the third day, I focus on my legs, and on that day I'll do different things. Hill sprints, sometimes I'll ride my bike, sometimes I'll do heavy high bar squats, sometimes I'll use the machines at the gym. So do I think that is ideal for beginners? And no, I don't think that that is ideal for beginners for a couple reasons. I mean, if you like doing it and you're a beginner and it's working for you, then great. The first one is if you want to get through like a 45-minute, 60-minute, 75-minute workout of just doing all pulling movements and you're brand new to calisthenics, you can only do so many pull-ups, so many Australian rows, and so many chin-ups before you are tired out. And that's gonna happen a lot quicker than like that 45 minutes or that 60 minutes. So if you wanna have like a good, you know, workout where you really get into it, you're gonna have to combine some different movements. You're gonna have to combine pulling, pushing, and maybe even some legs as well. Terrible. Using my backpack to wipe my sweat. There's so much sweat in my eyes. It's so hot out here. Woo! But I love it, can't complain. We only get 2 months like this in the summer here in Parksville, and it is pretty much what we live for. So another reason why I don't love it for beginners is because you're probably only working out 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week as a beginner. So you're probably working out one day and then maybe having a day rest, working out another day. And if you're working out 3 days a week and you're doing that push, pull, leg split, then you're probably only working out each body part once in a week, and you definitely have to stimulate each muscle group more than that in order for it to grow. You want to be trying to hit each muscle group at least twice in a week. So that's why I think it's definitely beneficial to do pushing and pulling movements in the same workout if you're beginning. And if you're just starting out, doing full body workouts where you do push, pull, and legs in the same workout, I think is great. So that way you'll be able to get through a nice variety of movements. You'll be able to work out for a good amount of time, burn some good calories, put your muscles under a good amount of stress, but most importantly, you'll be able to stimulate each muscle group more than just one time per week. So when I was starting out, I was working out pretty much every other day. Maybe I'd work out 2 days in a row and then take 1 day off. So I found that worked out really good for me. I was able to really smash my upper body in that first workout, get it really tired, and it was sore the next day, so I'd work out my legs, then I'd take a day off on that 3rd day, and then by the 4th day, my upper body was ready to go again. But definitely a good question though, because I know like splits, rep ranges, and all that get really confusing when you're first starting out, so I love helping you guys out with it. And you know what, just to add a bit more to that, I think an upper body, lower body split or full body workouts are great for anybody. I don't think that it's just for beginners. I think if you're time crunched, or if you enjoy doing it, or you just want to switch things up, I think that it's great. So yeah. All right, so this next question is from Gaming Dad. Ooh, 7 months ago. Sorry it's taken me so long to get back to you, but I liked this question, so I'm getting back to you now. Sup, Derek? Was wondering how many sets of pull-ups to do when starting if I can only do 4 at a time. So that's a good question, because we often hear people talking about doing 3 sets of 10 reps, and it's like, well, what if I can't do 10 reps? How many sets should I do? So there definitely isn't a right or wrong answer to this question, or even just one answer to this question, but I'll give you my opinion and what I think will help you and what helped me out when I was starting. Okay, so what I would do if I were you is I would definitely do 4 or 5 sets of my max reps of those 4 pull-ups. We really want to stress the body and let the body know it's got to get stronger. We are serious about getting this movement. But once you've done that 4 or 5 sets of 4 pull-ups, that's only 20 reps, and we need to get more than that in order to condition the muscle to get stronger. So what you want to do is focus on making the movement easier, and a good way to do that is by jumping into the pull-up and focusing on the negative or the eccentric part of the movement. Try to do the same amount of sets, so do another 4 or 5 sets. So I'll show you what I mean. So you can do your 4 reps like this, and then after that, you just can't get any more. So what you want to do is jump, and then let yourself down as slowly as you can. Jump, let yourself down slow.
All right, just to be extra clear, because I always seem to skirt around the details on these ones. First do 4 to 5 sets of your max, whatever it might be, under 10, and then use this technique to increase your rep range to closer to 10 for another 4 to 5 sets.
Definitely have some change in my pocket that I don't want in there. Oh, what? Couple of toonies. So then you would want to continue to do them in that style for another 4 or 5 sets, and it'll definitely help you get stronger. And if you can do chin-ups really well, continue to do more chin-ups, because chin-ups will help you improve your pull-up. Even though it's not exactly the same movement, there's definitely some muscles that overlap there. Man, it is hot today. Maybe the hottest day of the year. Actually, let's check the temperature. Wow, 31 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, that's also really hot. Man, I love it though, I love it. Love this heat. All right, so I got a question here from Dan B. Hey, I've been supplementing my gym time with calisthenics sessions at the park every day. LOL. Do you know of any playground tricep exercises? Well, Dan, you've definitely asked the right person because I know a bunch of tricep exercises you could do here at the playground. And we just happen to have a playground right over there. So let's go check it out. This park actually looks so good for working out. Like, what can I do here? Wow. Oh, that would be cool. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay, triceps, right. Let's not get off track. All right, so this is a great one. It's a variation of dip, and this is a good one for the triceps. You wanna make sure you have good mobility in your shoulders before you do this one, because it can be a bit hard on them, but it's definitely really effective at working out the triceps. And then if you have something that you can put your legs on, you have a little stool or something else, that'll make it even harder. So we also know that push-ups are great for the triceps. So while the push-up doesn't necessarily target the triceps, it definitely works them. And if you change your hand positioning a little bit, you can target them even more. So I find that the diamond style push-ups targets the triceps even better. It takes a little of the focus off your chest and puts it on to the triceps. When you're doing this, you still want to keep your elbows in though. Don't let them flare way out like this. That's not going to be helping you. You still want to keep your elbows in. And think about pressing up with your triceps. And if you find that too difficult with your body totally flat and parallel to the ground, then you can find a surface like this, which is a bit raised, and it'll be a little bit easier for you. And then this next one is a personal favorite of mine. It really targets the tricep, and it's very similar to what you were just doing. However, you put your feet back a little ways, and it's like a tricep extension. So this one's great, but it can be pretty tough, especially on something lower like this, but this is what it looks like. And yeah, I can feel it already. It really targets the triceps. However, if this is too difficult for you, you just move to something that's a bit higher, like this bar right here. So this is actually kind of neat because this ladder here has a bunch of different levels where you can make it harder or easier. So the easiest would be at the top here. And then as you move down the rungs, it definitely gets more difficult. Oh no, last one. Ah. Oh man, so much sweat in my eye. Sorry if I'm not getting like the best angles today. I honestly can hardly see it. Between it being so bright out here and sweat in my eye, I have no idea what I'm filming. So hopefully you guys can see me. I'm gonna find some nicer grass over here and show you one last one that I like to do for triceps. So ideally you'd like to do this one on a flat surface, but the grass is nice here, so I'm gonna do it on this hill. But it actually might help a little bit being on an angle, so it might be a good variation for the beginners. So basically all you're doing is pressing from a low plank to a high plank using just your triceps. And it's definitely easier on the uphill. I'm gonna try it on the downhill, see if it's harder. Definitely a bit harder on the downhill. But that'll definitely target the triceps. That's a really good one a lot of people forget about. So let's get to this last question, AKA challenge for me, and be done with this. It is so hot out here. I gotta get home and eat and drink and be merry. So this last question, I just thought it would be a fun one and a fun challenge for myself because I don't know the answer to it. And I get this question from a lot of people, and it's, Derek, how many pull-ups can you do in a row? So to be honest with you guys, I've never actually checked. I've never counted how many pull-ups I can do in a row. And I don't know why I decided to do this at the end of the workout, because admittedly I am a little bit tired, but definitely not too tired to smash out a whole bunch of pull-ups. So we're gonna see how many I can do in a row. So I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be somewhere between 20 and 25. I think like 22, 23, and I'd be happy with that. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, what? I can do more pull-ups than Derek in a row, but it's not something that I train for, and I'm gonna keep my form really strict, and let's see how many I can do. All right, here we go. Feeling a little nervous, I don't know why. $23. But I think that was 23. We'll have to check the replay to make sure. All right, so thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ask Me Monday. I hope you learned something from it. And if you guys want me talking more about calisthenics and giving tips like I have today, definitely let me know, because I will talk more about calisthenics. I absolutely love it. I think I often get pigeonholed into thinking I'm Simnett Nutrition, and I have nutrition in my name, and I always gotta talk about nutrition, but the nutrition is just the fuel. It's what you do with it that matters. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love, stay positive, eat plants, do some pull-ups. Let me know what your max is down below. I wanna know if you guys can do more than 23, but you better have a video to prove it.